So let's see here. This is day 7. It's my last and final day going live. Okay, I'm still trying to get this set up. Sorry, I should have been more prepared. Oops. Okay, so I did it. Rebecca, you did it. You did it. Okay, you skipped yesterday. Oops. You should have been done 2 days ago, but you still finished. Today is it. You are. Yay. Good job. Okay, so what did we learn in this whole process? That going live is much harder than you would think it is. It's hard. Not hard because it's hard that it's difficult, but hard that you are committed to it. Obviously, I didn't do it nonstop for 7 days. My challenge. I did not make it through, but that's okay. It's totally okay because I checked it off still. And I still have more information I want to share. I actually have the rest of the writing prompts, and I still have to go in and fill out the rest of the ones from yesterday. Not yesterday, day before, because I didn't go yesterday. Yesterday, what I was doing, I did go live, but I went live on my social media, on my Facebook, instead of on YouTube, because we had a huge, well, first I had a lunch event. Me and my daughter had a networking event that we did. It's the third Wednesday of the month we do lunches, and the first Friday of the month we do breakfasts. And yesterday was the third Friday. Yesterday was the third Wednesday. I don't know why I have a problem saying that, but okay. So yesterday was the third Wednesday. So we had our luncheon, and then after that, at 5:30, there was an all chamber. So all valley-wide of all of the chambers in the Coachella Valley, which there's 6, 9. I don't remember. Look at that. I've been in the chamber world. I was in it for so long, and then I totally blocked that out. But that's because I counted all of the other chambers. So it's probably about 9, I think, total, of all of the different organizations who got together. And they had vendors from each one of their areas who set up and passed out little sample tastes. And then they also had a raffle, and they had a photo booth. And so that was a lot of fun. So there's probably, I think it's about 600-700 people who show up to that every year. I've been going to it for years. We took a little bit of time off because of COVID, not because we wanted to, but because, that was the right thing to do. But yeah, yesterday was a great evening, and it was filled with lots of networking. And so I really just took some time to rejuvenate my energy level before I went on to live again. And I just kind of looked at the clock right now and said, I better go live. Rebecca, you're going to be upset if you do one more day and you don't do it, because come on, there's only so many excuses. But the cool thing about yesterday was I was able to reconnect to a bunch of people, and there is a lot of momentum that I have been gaining in a lot of different parts of my life right now. So it's actually really great. A lot of relationships are starting to really start to take off, which is really exciting. A lot of hard work I've been putting towards these relationships, a lot of vetting that I've gone through so that I can make sure that I'm working with the right people, a lot of learning. I also was able to kind of put a little bit of connection with the new leadership that's going to be taking over the chamber that I was once at. So that was nice to be able to connect to that and everybody at that event yesterday. So good job to all the chambers who were involved, and great job to my friend Kimberly, who it seems she was the title sponsor of the whole event, because I think she's one of the only organizations that is a member of every single chamber in the Coachella Valley. So that's a pretty phenomenal thing. So that was a great little thing. So there you go, Rebecca. You made it to 7 days. You were able to get past a bunch of crap that you were dealing with, and that was your whole reason for doing this. So let's just remind you, you actually decided to take this challenge on because you wanted to get out of your own way and stop trying to overthink, to get out of your brain and just to do it. And so you did it, and that's what it was all about. And while you did that, and because you were committed, even though you may not have gone every single day, you didn't go every day because you should have been done 2 days ago. but that's okay. You didn't go every day. You still finished, you still completed, and it still moved things out of the way. So energetically, it started things cycling the way you wanted them to. It's actually really interesting because today you got a couple phone calls that really solidified that you're doing everything the right way. You are doing a great job. You are about to bring on 3 more clients. You're building some great, strong friendships and relationships with those clients. So what better thing to do but to actually work with clients who are your friends and figure out um, a really healthy, interactive way to be able to foster both of those relationships. So that's kind of exciting. That's kind of what I'm embarking on. So that's cool. And I'm doing a little at a time on that one because you just can't do too much. So, and this is going to be a little long than usual because again, I was trying to get 8 to 10 minutes for 7 days going live. And I actually have quite a bit more writing prompts I wanted to actually share. So one of the things I was filling up this information with, these information. One of the ways I was filling up my minutes and my live was sharing something of value so that you actually tuned in, so that you actually go, oh yeah, on day such and such, this is what I learned. And so this is actually why I'm doing this. So Rebecca, when you look back later, and again, these are notes to self. These are notes to self. And for those who are watching and join me, thank you. I'm so glad that you joined me. I really, truly am. Maybe this will help you. Maybe you can go ahead and give yourself some notes to self and not feel so silly doing it because you see me doing it and you realize it's not that silly, right? Okay, so that's the whole reason and the mission for doing this, is to remind myself of all of the things that I am doing right, all of the tips and the things that I feel I would benefit from. That's what this is about, these notes to self. And I probably will continue doing this on some level. I may not do it every day, but maybe I'll do it every other day. I know I'm supposed to do consistent and it's supposed to be consistent, but what if I'm just consistently involved, right? Maybe that'll help me with my own therapy, so that way I can go back later too. And then if there's anybody else who wants to join me on this journey, awesome. That's what YouTube's about, right? Okay, so we're going to go over 17. So we went through 1 through 16 already on the following days that I did my live challenge. And I don't know what days those are. Maybe I can write those in the comments or something. But I think it's day 3. Day 3, I think I started it, and then I did it on day 4, but I skipped a day, I think. And then 5, I was on location for several of the days. So we're going to go through 17 through 30. So I know it's going to be a lot, but these are just some good ideas for you to write about. So good things for you to pull out of just nowhere and just write something. And I've been trying to do that a little bit more too. My daughter got me a journal for Mother's Day, and I've been working on it, so it's actually kind of cool. It's a magical journey of hidden wisdom, so it's kind of cool that I'm gonna be learning and writing all at the same time. I like having prompts. I like doing that when I'm cooking too. I like being able to have all the ingredients given to me, and then they say, here, make something, and then I get to go, okay, I'll make something. Woohoo! That's super exciting to me. I don't know. I think I got that from my mom. She's kind of like that. Okay, so we're going to go over 17 through 30. So 17, and these are ideas for you to write about. They're a writing challenge for prompts so that you can kind of get out of your own way. And these are tips to self. So when you do start to spiral out of control and you start to overthink and you get into the whole thing on feeling like you're not worthy, that's my problem. That's my problem. And I'm sure you're not alone, and it's not going to be the last time. And I'm sure it's not going to be the only issue that you're going to run into. But right now, what I'm dealing with is that. And so just to kind of get out of my own way, writing. I always have to do stuff, constantly doing stuff. But I have so many projects started right now. I have a lot. I have, I think 4 different crochet projects that I have going on. I've got a couple different projects for building displays for my jewelry, because I've got a ton of jewelry that I've finished. And I've also got a couple macrame projects that I have started. So I don't really want to start any more projects. So this writing is going to be much better. So these prompts are going to be able to help you. Thanks for joining. It's going to help you to be able to get out of your own way. So these are some tips that I found, which is a 30-day writing challenge. And we're going to go over 17 through 30. So the first is, or the 17, number 17 is post about your zodiac sign and whether or not it fits you. So that's just a good prompt to have, so that way you, I don't know, something interesting to write about. I've been finding that I'm writing some of these things in my own little journal. So that way when I no longer am here, that it's something that's a nice little nugget that my kids get to have, that my family gets to have. So I'm hoping that's how they feel about it. I'm a historian, so I have to figure out how, right? We have to share, we have to preserve, interpret, and share the history. And that's kind of what we're about to do with ourselves. So that's my thought. Okay, 18 is post 30 facts about yourself. 30 facts about yourself. Wow, that would be a good one. I'm going to try that one, because 30 facts. Okay. Okay, 19 is discuss your first love. Okay, that would be an interesting one. 20 is post about 3 celebrity crushes. Celebrity crushes. I will tell you, one of my celebrity crushes was River Phoenix. I was so enamored with him. I was crushed when he passed. But yeah, that was one of mine. I don't know the other ones, but number 21 is write 3 lessons, or what 3 lessons do you want your children to learn from you? I have 4 kids and I continue to try to tell them, and the lessons is you never have all the answers, but you know what you should do. So you do know the answer. Like my dad used to ask me, he'd go, you know really what direction you should go. You just need to ask yourself and don't overthink and allow it to come, and just follow that. So my lesson I would want my kids to know is to trust your gut, to trust the process, and to allow. Wow, those are 3. Okay, that's good. Okay, the next, number 22 is put your music on shuffle and post the first 10 songs. Oh, that's an interesting one. I like that challenge. I think I'm going to do that. That's a podcast, total podcast topic. Number 23 is a letter to someone or anyone. Yeah, this one, to someone, anyone. So this, I guess, a letter to someone, anyone would be kind of like an anonymous letter. So if anybody found it, the facts that you want, I think that would be a really good one I'd like to write. Okay, number 24, write a lesson you've learned the hard way. That could go on. That's like a whole series, I'm sure. That's a great one. That would be a good series, right? What would you guys write about? What would be some of the hardest lessons that you've learned? Some I might not even, I'm probably not even ready to talk about. Some of the past lessons, I know for sure. There's some I will not talk about yet. Just because I'm not far enough away from it. But yeah, lots of great lessons. Lots of really great lessons. Let's see. Number 25 is think of any word, search it in a Google Images, and write something inspiring by the 11th image. Oh, that's a really cool thing. I like that. That's kind of like a neat little activity to do in a group of people. I like that. Number 26 is write about an area in your life that you'd like to improve. Okay, I think I do this like pretty much every other day. And that one is definitely one I will do. Number 27 is conversely write about something that's kicking ass right now. Okay. I don't really know what that would be. Maybe the Firebirds team, our hockey team, is kicking ass. They lost yesterday, but I think they're going to win tomorrow. It's the final game, the playoffs. So that's kind of a big thing that everybody is like talking about. Okay, number 28 is post 5 things that make you laugh out loud. Oh, I'm going to tell you, I always laugh out loud. I always laugh out loud at treadmill humor. For whatever reason, treadmill humor cracks me up. So yeah, I don't want people to get hurt, but I just can't help but laugh when people are falling because I've done it. I've done it. That's the only reason. I think it's because I know how silly I was and like not even realizing, oh yeah, that's a moving belt. And whoops. So that's the only reason why I find it so incredibly hilarious. But as far as other like 5 things, what other things would make you laugh? I don't really know. Like lots of like people getting scared probably makes me laugh. Like silly like spoofs and things like that. I don't like mean humor at all. That doesn't make me laugh. Okay, number 29. This is, what are your goals for the next 20 day or 30 days? I like that one because that's I've been lately getting into writing things down. Like I was able to put together a really cool Mother's Day tea. You heard me talk about last couple days, and I was able to get it done only because I was able to write out exactly what I needed from the people that were around me, and I was able to give that list to them, and they were able to go and help me check everything off my list. So it was kind of like a divide and conquer, but it was also a, hey, take a peek into my brain so you can kind of see what I'm trying to do, so you know what the end result is that I'm trying to create, and here are some of the things that I was planning on doing to do it. So it was actually really cool. So now I feel a bit more inspired to do that because it worked so well. So my next 30 days is going to be kind of figuring out what little projects that we could work together, or maybe bigger projects that we think are too big that we don't want to do by ourselves. Like I want to make a bottle wall. I have a bunch of like glass bottles and I want to make a bottle wall. My mom has one at her house and it's really cool. Well, I'd like to make one as well. And it's been a bit overwhelming for me to do alone as a project, but I think it would be something pretty cool that our family could do, that me and my husband and both the boys could actually do together. So I'm going to actually make a list of what's needed to do that bottle wall. So that's also on my goal of things, and that I feel that I have, I'm going to be putting on my goal for the next 30 days is to be more communicative in my efforts and my goals and my visions for the future. It always seems to work out. I am incredibly grateful because things kind of usually unravel the way they're supposed to unravel. But I have a hard time bringing everybody into the loop to let them know what my thoughts are. It's usually people are just like, wow, how'd you do that? And if it took me, it sometimes takes me more time to explain and get people to understand where I'm headed than it is for me to just show up there and then let everybody know how I got there. So I want to be a little bit more communicative so that I can share with people how I am mindfully progressing, so they can possibly mimic what I'm doing and get some of the same results. So that's some of my goals for the next 30 days. But yeah, and then number 30, okay, again, these are the 30-day writing challenges that I've actually put forth. And this is day 7 on my 7-day challenge. It's really day 9 of my 7-day challenge. But it's okay. I did it. I went 7 days. I did skip a couple days or I changed the times, but I still followed through with here I am, better late than never. I still finished the race. So good job, Rebecca. You did it. And what did I learn from this? Actually, number 30, I'm going to tell you, is your highs and lows for the month. And my highs and lows were... My highs were definitely giving this challenge a shot. That my low was right before I started the challenge. I was really, I don't know about you guys, but it's been pretty thick. The emotion around has been flipping really crazy thick. And it's kind of been taking a lot of effort to kind of maneuver through all of that thickness. So, I kind of got a little low. And so one of the things for me to shift that whole mood and to get myself out of that was to go live every day for 7 days and try to go a little longer than that. So if you like this, yay, Rebecca, you did it. Good job. It's about the notes to self, and you were able to share some really good things over this last challenge. So good job. And let's see, am I going to see you tomorrow? Maybe. Tomorrow's Friday, so I could, maybe, we'll see. And if I don't, I'm going to try to go ahead and start doing my uploads again on Sundays, because I do have a lot of great information that I am learning. I'm doing some life coaching and things like that as well. So I've got a lot of things I could share, a lot of practice that I can do with doing my presentation. So stay tuned, guys. If you like it, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and share, please. Okay? I really appreciate you coming in. I really appreciate you. And Rebecca, you did good. I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you. You did good. You're enough. You're worthy. And it was fun. Thanks. Have an amazing day, amazing night. Sleep well, and love, light, many blessings. Bye.